Hey everybody, thank you for joining me, and today we are going to make this really neat, easy card. It is thank you cards for my class, for the parents as we go through the year, and I'm excited to get going. We're going to make our own background, starting with a black cardstock, and we'll be using these Doodlebug Designs, and these stamps I've had for quite some time, but I use them for my thank you cards for school. So I was pretty specific when I was looking for these. Here's the die cuts to go along with them. But mainly we'll be using the stamps first, and I line them out to kind of get an idea of where to go, what to get started with. Today I'm using 2 cardstocks to go back and forth from. But at this point, I've already made 10 before this. And I am using the distressed ink, and it is the picket fence. So as we go through this, I'm gonna get this stamp here, but the reason why I'm using the black with the white is to make it look like a chalkboard. And I want to apologize because I don't know what I was thinking using black on black. It's hard to tell the difference there of which is card and which isn't. But I go from one card panel to the next, and you just keep on going until you change stamps. And make sure and clean your stamp. I use a little chamois, because if you forget, then it stays on there till next time, and then it might mess up your current stamps. So I'm just going from one stamp to the next. I'm filling it up as much as you want or as little as you want. And again, going between the panels, and this is how I get my batch cards made. So we're just moving along here. It is kind of hard to see. You'll be able to see a little bit better here coming up soon, but just continue on stamping it in. All right. Now that that part is done, we're going to start with a piece of, I believe it's Recollections. It might be a 60 to 80 pound cardstock. And we are going to start out with an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of paper. And then I'm using the score buddy here, and we're going to score it right there at 4 1/4. And then folding it in half, and that becomes our card base. Easy peasy. All right. Normally I make these with the red, but I thought about going with different colors just to be a little bit different. But you can actually see the black on top of that now, and it makes it pop a lot. But here I have all my card panels and the folded up cards already. And next, so in this one, it's the Sizzix, and I believe it's by Tim Holtz, but I'm using the thank you, and I go ahead and cut these out with the die cut, and I cut them out with each of the color of the background, so it'll match the card base. And I cut these out 2 each because I made 2 of each color. I had just gotten my nails done, so it was hard to pick things up. But anyway, there's the other stamp that I was doing, and this is, I used the little stamp pad because it makes it easier when I want to make sure the stamp is good. Because once you get it on there, sometimes it just isn't as clear as you wish it to be. So you just put it down where you want it on the card, pick it up with the lid, and I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black, which is good because when I color with the Copics, it doesn't smear. So there's once. And then I'll usually do it a second time. And just kind of push it on there real good. So I'm going to turn this panel around and do it again. You could actually turn it about 4 times without having to move that stamp. So as we get done with this, eventually we'll use the die cut to cut all those out. And you'll see here in just a few minutes. All right. So now that I have 12 of those, make sure and clean off your stamp. So here they are. I use the die cut to cut them all out. Sometimes I cut them before I color, and sometimes I do it after. It just depends on my mood. And there we go. We have all those colors. I think I only have 5 colors here, but I end up adding another one a little bit later on. And fast forward a bit, and there is my colored one, and I go ahead and color all of them sitting down, sometimes in front of the TV. It just makes it go by a little bit quicker. All right, so that is a little schoolhouse. And then so we get the panel and then the card itself. I just think those colors look really cute together. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the glue here in just a moment. We'll glue that panel onto the cards, the card base. I do use the Barely Art, which I do get on Amazon. I actually had the same bottle for quite some time, and then I just get the refill. But I like it because the tip on it is really good. Plus you can switch them out to a bigger tip if you need to. But I tend to always use that small tip. Alright, now that that's on there, gonna lay it out. I end up doing it this way on this one card, but then the rest of the cards, I liked it where the thank you were 2 lines centered on top of the schoolhouse, or above the schoolhouse. So here I am going to glue the schoolhouse on. And then gluing the thank you on there, which I get my T-ruler out, which is really nice because it helps keep it straight. And you don't need a whole lot of glue. It sticks really well. Alright, there's my T-ruler. There we go. Alright, skipping ahead, working on the inside now. Now the inside, normally you could keep it blank, clear, depending on the color cardstock is on the inside, but I just thought this would be a cute little touch. Here is little like thumbtacks, some dies. I just thought it'd be cute. I'm going to snip off the tip of one so I can layer it up so it looks like the silver little sticker, or the silver stick piece, and then the black on top of it, like a black thumbtack. And then the die that I use, I believe it's a Deckle, and it is a Sizzix from Tim Holtz. Just makes it look like a torn piece of paper almost. But anyway, so this is kind of the idea that I had, that it was just a little note inside. And sometimes that doesn't want to cooperate. But that little sticky pen thing I also got off of Amazon, which is where I buy majority of my stuff. probably because it's 2-day shipping, and of course I like everything when I want it quick. But anyway, I take the black soot and the Distress Oxide ink, and I go around just to kind of give it a little bit of color dimension so it kind of pops even more when you have it on the page. So I go all the way around. Might be kind of hard to see right there, but once you get it onto the base, you'll see it a little bit better. Alright. And I don't even think I put ink on that. I think that was just ink from previous. It doesn't take a whole lot. Alright. Kind of see the difference there. But go ahead and get the glue. And again, there's my Barely Art glue. Alright. Putting it diagonal a little bit to make it look like it's just a note just thrown in there. And then get my little thumbtack that we put together. I'm constantly asking my daughter what it looks like and what she thinks. So this part was her idea, was to put it up in the corner there. And just like that. Now, that is the first of the cards. And it really is easy, and it's just cute. But I definitely try to have these on standby. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you subscribe, like, and share, and I'm so thankful y'all joined me. And until next time, we'll see you soon.